Hey everyone, welcome back to another Immersifiles episode where today we are joined by most of the production crew of Scratch League Episode 3. In here with me today, I have Beats, Sinclair, Matt Jan, Horn, Tech Crew, and Bay. So if you guys want to kind of introduce yourself to the audience, that'd be great.
Sure.
I'm
You
sorry.
can go first.
Oh,
You go first.
Let's go in the
I
order
want to go first.
I just
Okay.
said. So let's start with Beeps.
Okay. All right. Well, hello. Hi, I'm B. I'm the other Immersifiles guy sometimes. I worked on this. This is my first really big animation project, so I'm proud to be a part of this new and interesting thing. And we've got quite the crew today with us.
Oh, Sinclair.
Okay. I'm Better Sinclair. I'm Zozo OMG on Scratch. It's just my first Immersiverse project ever. So, yeah.
Was it me now?
Yeah, you.
Hello, I'm Matt Jimotu. You might know me, you might not. I cut everything together and then I did that little post-credit scene as well.
Alright, that'd be me next, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tactical Corn. I did a lot of the animation for episode 3. I was brought on back in July, and I just had the time of my life working on this. It was a lot of fun.
Tech Crew.
I'm Techroll. You probably don't know who I am. I'm a very insignificant person. I'm the emotional support helicopter. I kind of just do whatever because some people don't want to do things. Like I add sound effects, I guess. And to show how insignificant I am, Robot may or may not have misspelled me in the credits.
Wait, that was my bad. I didn't catch that. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, guys.
He's in the episode, so that's significant.
I guess.
Hi, I'm your local Bay. I came in the early-ish production of Scratch's Elite Episode 3, and I guess I'm pretty insignificant, but I did animate a few scenes and polish up a couple, and yeah, it was really fun.
He did the entire flashback. That's significant.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Or the prison fight scene.
I tried.
All of us have contributed a pretty decent chunk of stuff to the episode. This is a team effort.
I don't know about that one.
Didn't you do
Okay,
didn't you add at least 30 sound effects to
Wait, he said he
that salty scene, right?
Scene.
That was
Yeah.
only
There's a lot
because
of
I was chronically asleep. So when it's 1 a.m., I just it's like I'm drunk and then I get things done. So
It's kind of
valid.
relatable.
All right, I think that is everyone.
Yes. Okay.
So guys, we missed Greg. We missed Craig.
Yeah, we got Craig.
Craig.
All right, Craig.
Introduce
you want to
yourself,
introduce
Craig.
yourself?
I don't think he wants to introduce himself.
Real verbose.
That's all right. That's all right.
I think Craig is our recording bot.
Okay.
Alright.
So since that is everyone, I think the way you should get started is maybe we can go chronologically of how this production rolled out from the very beginning up until now, right?
I would say so. It's been quite the time frame.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
2.5 years.
It's 2.5 years, man.
no, I'm not gonna start from June 2023. I'm gonna start from this summer.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
But
That
if
makes
you
more
want
sense.
context, I guess wait, honestly, I don't remember because everything since 2023 has been a fuzz.
It
So,
was a blur because
Yeah,
Hydro was
I
gonna do
don't
this
even
one.
remember when Alex took over as the Scratch
Yeah,
League.
and then Alex takes over, and he was
The
gonna
Vertigo update
by
project.
himself.
Yeah, so basically at some point Alex took over the project, and then wait, I don't think we ever told you guys this about what happened in the production server earlier this year. Wait, Matt, do you remember the whole thing with linearity?
Which specifically which part?
The subscription debate.
Yeah, basically this alternative vector animation program, Linear to Move, which definitely it's quite good. Alex was using it to animate the whole episode, but because he was working on sort of Scratch Revolutions, which is no longer a thing, at the same time, he like maxed out the amount of files he could use. So there was a portion, about 6 months, I think, where there was no progress made whatsoever because he was trying to get like $15 to get a subscription to this site so he could get the Premiere plan and then work on Scratch Elite. So about 6 months of the wait between episode 2 and 3 was just absolutely nothing was going on.
Yeah, so like I think we spent like a lot of time like trying to like convince him to like think of ways to like, get some money and like get that plan. Um, I think like he just said that I don't remember exactly what he said. Like he wasn't allowed to like, use his credit card or something. I don't remember the exact details. It was
Hold on.
something along those lines. Um, but yeah, and then it came to a point where I think he started getting some progress done.
Yeah, about 6 minutes of footage, I think, or maybe a
Six
bit less. I don't
yeah.
remember.
It was like what do you say? Like it was basically the beginning of the episode up until the prison scene. But a good part of it was like basically cut out because it didn't really work out in the end with like the final take and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like let's say the part that beats animated, like in the beginning with like the robots and germs, um that was originally animated by Alex in a much more shorter and simpler way. But I actually asked Magic about that because I noticed that there was like a huge chunk of the script missing. So I asked Alex like, what did he do with it? And he said he skipped it over because like he couldn't really do it. So I asked Magic like, what do you think about that? Magic said that that's pretty important. Like we should not be skipping over it. So I basically cut that portion out and then asked Beach to like animate that portion.
And it's a great scene. So well worth
Yeah,
it.
it's very good, very good.
It worked
Uh,
out.
yeah,
The first part of his chunk is Alex's chunk is still in the episode. It's the very first bit,
yeah,
and that's
it's
the
like
only one that's actually in linearity. I think everything else is through Scratch and Turbo War.
What
yeah.
about that
So
one scene at the end that looked?
I
I was
think that
very
was
confused. Who
in
made
credit. I
that?
think it was linearity. That was Matt Jam.
wait,
Oh, okay.
which part are we talking about?
The end credits, yeah.
Like, yeah, like after the
Yeah,
end credits.
Yeah, yeah, that was in linearity by Matt Jam.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I didn't
That's
even
supposed to
realize.
be a surprise.
I guess that
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
It was good though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, Beach actually voiced Nemesis because like we couldn't get Wally to like come in and voice Nemesis.
Yeah.
Do you have a new Wally update about how if he's gonna do his lines?
He said that he would like try to get his lines done at the semester called Calm Down, but I've heard from him since.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
guess for those unaware, we did get back into contact with Wally after a little bit. He's not really coming back to Scratch, but he will still potentially be hanging out in the background.
yeah,
And
so
he has lines to do for episode 4.
yeah, I'm trying to like hassle him to like get his lines done. So like,
He did watch episode 3. We do know
He
that.
did do that.
he did watch it,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, has he? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Mm-hmm.
he was at the premiere secretly, like he didn't really like chat in the live stream.
Oh, cool.
It
Yes.
is cool.
So back to the part of linearity. So the parts of that were animated in linearity by Alex. It was that scene in studio with like the fake nemesis and scratching bots, and then that part where nemesis just basically comes out in surprise from the truck,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that very tiny portion of when the bots, nemesis bots, like infiltrate the scratch headquarters. And then from then on, it's just Oh, there's also that like that small portion of the prison scene at the start, and
Mhm.
then yeah, that's basically it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was like around the end of June when we actually like me, Matchem, and no one we actually like talked to Alex about like his whole commitment to the project since like progress was like very slow. we had this whole like fiasco with the Countdown project, as some of you may remember.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I got excited. That was before I even came on the team. I just saw the countdown. And it's like, oh my goodness, wait, what? This is happening?
Yeah, no, Alex, like at that point, he was like only up to the prison fight scene, like when he released the Countdown, and then since the Countdown, he made no progress. So yeah, basically after that, we had to chat with Alex about his whole commitment to the project, which resulted in Alex stepping out from the project. So for like a period of like maybe 3 or 4 days, like we were all kind of in like a, I wouldn't say panic, but like we were trying to figure out like what to do after that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then it was then like I talked to Matt Nolan about me potentially like stepping into the project as director. Not as like a head animator because like we all know that like I can't animate to save my life. But more so as like an actual like director position of like directing like animators around. And both Matt and Nolan basically agreed, so that's how I came into be as the director.
And that's when you hired all of us.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Yep.
I'll say July was probably like the most stressful part of production because like I had to like find a way to like get animators that were capable of like animating for this production.
And then you found us.
Yes, it was like one by one. I forgot who I found first though.
um, and yeah, speaking of, like, we pretty much have an entirely new team uh, from episode 2. There were some chunks of episode 3 that were pre-made, like, I don't know, months, close to a year ago. But for the
Yeah,
most
it's
part,
like
yeah.
that part of
Catty
like
codes.
yeah, Caddy
When was
made
that
that
stuff done?
like it was after like that part that corn scene of like Hector like staring into the fire like
Oh
reflecting.
yeah, the fight scene.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
scene
that small fight scene.
and James actually found that scene like just sitting somewhere, and then
Just sitting somewhere.
yeah, it's just sitting somewhere, and then
Thinking.
we
Just hanging around.
saw how good it was, and we just said let's just use it because like it's to save time, you know.
I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Mhm.
But I would say like besides like finding animators, like I basically had to like revamp the whole system because like everything was like in a mess. Like a lot of assets, backdrops were missing. Like I remember like we had to have Beats like animate, not animate, sorry, create backdrops for like flashback scene. Because like we had no backdrops, and that was when Bay was actually animating that scene. So like while Bay
Yeah.
was creating that scene, we had to wait for Beats to like create the backdrops. So it was kind of like a messy time.
Most of them were there. It was like just a couple, like the scene where Wally like extends a hand to Nemesis. I didn't have a background for that, and I'm not the greatest at making backgrounds. So I asked Beats if he could help out with that, and
Oh yeah,
he
And it,
provided.
is the nighttime version of like the
Scratch
line
that.
thingies, does that count as a background that wasn't made?
I honestly don't remember if that was there or not. Does anyone remember making that or no?
Oh,
the
okay. It
what
was
thing
like
is?
I was trying to make it, but then I couldn't make it. So then you had, I think,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
I remember now,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, I made that one.
yeah
Thank you,
the fence angle, right?
thank you. I couldn't do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. It was like a period, like maybe a week, where I was trying to get someone to make it.
I also did make one background when that shot when Neural starts punching Wally after he hits the floor. The angled background, Beats hadn't made it, so I was like, I didn't want to put him through the trouble, so I went ahead and made it myself, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it did.
Yeah,
I just looked at the storyboard, designed the background in the storyboard actually to get the angle right, and then I put it in, and the final animation looked good.
No, yeah, in terms of
Awesome.
beat, like in terms of backdrops, right? I think Beast like carried a lot of parts of that.
Oh
So
yes.
yeah, there was like a time where like we just didn't want to bother the guy anymore, so we just like try to make use of what we had. I think. So yeah, I think by the end of July, I think majority of the teams were like already assigned. Um, but basically August to October was like just constant animating, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much the entire latter half of summer, it was just animate, animate, animate.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was just like July and the first 2 weeks of August was just straight animating almost every day for me, and I wrapped up everything that I had been assigned at that
Oh
point.
yeah, I gave you about
Corn,
16s.
Corn is like Immersiverse Jesus because he carried the animation team.
I mean, it's
Like,
not so much for like the amount of scenes that he did, it's just like how fast he did them. Like,
yeah, and then also the quality of them. Those
yeah.
were really good.
Well, they were decent, but like looking back on them in the episode, comparing them to like the very last scene I did, I was like, wow, these could have been so much better if I had only known what I was capable of doing.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. Like
it's just
That's
every artist
progress for
really
you.
put in work. But yeah, it's
after
like
like watching the episode together, right? I was noticed like a big quality
yeah,
gap between like your first 6 scenes and like that final battle scene.
but
Oh yeah.
that's what makes it cool. It's like the diverse animation styles. That's just like what makes the production of Scratch's Elite just so much different than any other Scratch production. Because a lot of people are like one man shows. I myself being one of those, like, because I did try to direct a series and I ended up letting it go and leaving Scratch before I could ever get a second part to the first episode out. Or wait, no, a second episode out. I got the second part to the first one out. I just couldn't carry its production, so I know how that feels.
Yeah, basically, Alex's time as director was also a one-man show, and that didn't really work out well. So basically, more of the story, guys, if you ever plan on doing Scratch series, don't make it a one-man show because you will not get very far.
Yep.
Get some friends.
Just like
Yep.
hmm
what kind of
Get some
lazily.
Get
friends.
friends.
That's what I'm doing now with something else I'm working on.
Have you guys ever heard of the wand before?
The
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Okay. This one scratcher, she made like 9 episodes for this alone. She didn't do the last one. It was kind of insane though. Hold on, let me put it in the.
I'll
Yeah.
check it out after we're done.
Okay, I'll send a link to it in general.
Wait, but the question is like, how old is she though?
She started it when she was 10 and she ended it when she was 17.
What?
Oh, dang.
Okay, yeah.
Over the
That's
span of
Yeah.
10 years, that
Crazy.
makes
That makes sense.
10?
7 years for
that's
9 episodes. Like,
Yeah,
fairly
so
reasonable, I guess.
Crazy.
no.
That's better than the Immersiverse timeline, bro.
Hey, wait a minute.
I mean,
Yeah, he has a point though.
I mean, yeah, he does.
Oh boy.
Oh, this was back in 2017. What the heck?
Oh. I guess we should move on before we start rambling more.
Yeah, probably. We'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
So, one last thing. Oh yeah, the big fight scene that had everyone like marveling over at the quality, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I was
Like,
there
I wa-
too. I was just on my
it was-
phone, so I couldn't chat.
Yeah, in case you
Robot, do you
guys,
want to tell us about the gatekeeping? Yeah.
in case like anyone missed what I said in chat, I basically gatekeep that scene from basically everyone in production.
Mhm.
didn't like no one accidentally leak it or something?
Yeah, no one accidentally
No
did
one
leak
only
it
liked,
one
like
time.
the shot of
Like
like
2
Nemesis.
seconds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Like
a
when
very
I
nice
saw that for the
seconds.
first time, I was like, "What?" And it was just so cool. Like, Corn, props to you, man. And then seeing Nemesis do like proper fencing for him when he was like using a defense stance against Wally,
Yeah, that was
cool.
really
I've never
cool.
seen anyone do that with scratch fight scenes.
That sequence took almost a week to animate.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you told me like
Just that
it was
specific
like
fencing scene.
That'd have taken
Oh,
me longer.
Well, you're working, so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah,
it was just
I
the
basically
only reason I knew how to do that and make the form look right was because the first couple weeks of college I went to a fencing club and learned
Wow,
how to
that's
like
crazy.
Okay, that's
basic
awesome.
Seriously?
fencing.
that's
And then
dedication.
I was like, wait, for this sequence I could totally make them fencing and it would look so cool. So I just did that.
That is dedication right there, guys.
It's like when animators like record themselves doing like certain actions so that
Dude,
they
I
can
do
have
that
a
all the
reference.
time. Like, I think I had like 4 different videos of me doing stuff for my scenes. Like that one scene of Nemesis, I forgot what he was doing. He was like using the force or something. I
Oh,
like
when he flicks those guys off
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
like had my dad film me and then I was like used my phone and I did the same motion.
But yeah, do you guys ever like like go out like outside and then like kind of like find inspiration for like what you do in Scratch?
Sometimes.
All
Um,
I heard was go outside, so no.
Yeah, I heard that first part too
I-
and I was like, wow.
I mainly like watch other things to get inspiration, and then I write something down, and then it's just kind of there. And if I want to move forward with it, I do. And that doesn't, even though that might not mean that it might see the light of day, but I at least wanted to try. So, but I mainly like write stuff I have inspiration off of. And then I just end up writing really traumatic stories, but they're really good though.
Oh dear.
One of those kids on.
Wait, I have this really cool story that I think I shared it once in the production server with like all the other heads. But basically, I think like back in 2024, my family went to London, right? And one of my dad's friends, like he took us like to this park, like I think like northern England or something. It was basically like filled with like gopher holes. I think yeah, gopher holes basically.
Yeah.
So, and then like as I was like walking around, right? They kind of look like craters of impact made from like shells or bombs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, like back at that time, right? I don't remember. Wait, I don't know if I was like still directing Cataclysm or not. Wait, Matcham, do you remember? Like back in 24?
In 2024?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I probably wasn't. But it kind of like created like that Battlefield vibe. So like I kind of like imagine myself as like as my Scratch persona, like visiting a Cataclysm battlefield like maybe 30 years later. So it kind of made like the boring walk kind of a lot more fun, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool.
another awkward silence.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was worse in the other Immersifile episodes, so probably because there's more
I mean, you
people.
can
We
cut
have
out
more
the
people
silence
for
if
this
you have
one.
to, but
Okay, wait. So going back to that fight scene, I originally assigned that scene to no one back in July.
Hmm.
That um around October, right? Like not much progress had been made. The only progress was like that beginning shot of Nemesis turning around up until like the very start of the sequence, like where like Wally gets up and Nemesis like kind of starts attacking him. That was basically all that was done. So I actually made like a risky play and just like assign it to Corn. Um and yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
like I
Mm.
I like noticed where the transition was between your guys' scenes, but like it was super smooth. It was probably like the smoothest transition out of all the transitions between animators. It was like really nice.
Yeah, and no one also did the second, like a second chunk of that fight scene where like after like Hector gets
Yeah, yeah.
the Scourge
Yeah.
Guard,
I remember Hector falling. It was really smooth. I like probably remember that best.
and Nemesis was ready to straight up unalive him.
Yeah. I can go into that like whole scene a bit more if you want me to, Robot.
Yeah, sure.
Go right ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I first got that scene in October, and like Robot said, no one had had it since like this the middle of summer. And when I got it, the only stuff that was fully complete was like the Nemesis turning around, walking towards the camera. Everything else, up until they started actually fighting, was bits and pieces partially animated, so I had to fill in those gaps and like go over no one's like little sketches with the actual character models. And then
Yeah.
once the actual fighting started, I was on my own. But
Mhm.
yeah, it
Fight
was
animations are hard.
They are. I've been
yeah,
trying to make one. It's not going well at all.
it's a steep
Until
learning process. Honestly, it is. But it was so much fun to do.
yeah.
Like I had I'd taken a break and stepped back from production for Scratch's Elites because I was going to college my first year and I just needed some time to adjust. So I had finished all of the work that Robot had given me in the summer by like the second week of August, and then I was done. But when like 2 months later, when no one's scene still hadn't been finished, I was like, "Hey, do you guys need some help?" And then Robot gave me the scene, and I went with it.
He came out of retirement.
Yeah,
Like me.
yeah,
And
sort of.
yeah, I guess I can relate to that because I retired from Scratch not too long ago. Because I'm getting older. I'm a junior in high school, and there's a lot. Life is piling on me, and I just didn't have time for Scratch anymore. But I am willing to, since I animate here, I'm always willing to come out of retirement to animate, voice act, and all that. You know.
Hmm.
And leaving Scratch, honestly, was a weight lifted.
Yeah, there is something about just relieving yourself of like the responsibilities of making things for Scratch, but it's still just fun to stay for things like this where you have the opportunity to work on stuff where you don't have as much pressure to get so many things out in such a short span of time.
Yeah. And I'm trying to I'm trying to keep my writing hobby intact because I don't want to lose that talent because writing is a really special talent and it's really undermined nowadays, especially with AI and all that. But I'm trying my best to keep my writing hobby intact. I might not be animating on Scratch and doing stuff there, but I still want to at least pump out some sort of writing.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
any other individual animators want to like go over their bits a
Oh,
little
that's the
bit?
thing we were on? Oh, I didn't notice that.
Well, Corn was talking about his scene, so I figured it was
Yeah, we're
appropriate.
kind of all over the place. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to say.
I guess I'll talk about my
Animate a couple.
animation process if you want me to.
Yeah, sure, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
So I animated the flashback, which was, of course, a really steep learning curve because that was like the first time I had ever bulk used cloning scripts and like put chunks into like one sprite. Um, but I made it work and I learned the coding for that. And honestly, it's one of my best pieces of animation I think I've ever done.
It is very good.
And then,
Yeah.
then
It's a
I
very good scene.
thank you. Then I came in and polished. I believe it was. I know it was Sinclair's, and then one of Levi's scenes. I gave some parts where it just didn't. The animation didn't feel right, and especially like with facial expressions and whatnot. And
Oh
I
yeah, this
polished them
kind of like
up.
made it Victor like so much more.
Like if you saw that part where like Wally was just in the dark with that like little red lighting behind him, that was like me when he's talking. What that was like right after the flashback. Then some of Hector's face expressions, especially like when he was like, "What?" That was I was trying to give Hector the because he did really good with his voice acting, so I had to make sure that the facial expressions were good.
His stuff in that chunk is so good.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
I also Sinclair and I split that fight scene at the band prison, and I had fun animating Hunted Skelly and then Tiny Pig and all of them. Tiny Pig, I knew I had to do like the single eye closing thing, like one closes than the other
Oh, yeah.
closes.
That was very nice.
That's
love
just
that.
Tiny Pig's character, and it's just like, this is right. This is what it needs to be.
Oh yeah, some stuff to say for my part. So I think the part of my scene that was like the most unedited was like when Hector was like punching Wally and like
Yeah.
completely lost control. I had to watch like at least 3 YouTube videos on how to punch people because I wanted to do it right.
I wonder how that affected your For You page. I'm sorry.
You know, the YouTube algorithm's kind of odd. It like doesn't care about some of the stuff you do, but
Yeah.
it if you watch one big wicked video, you're absolutely screwed.
Yep. I mean, the algorithm's doing well for Scratch's Elites. It's up to 342 views within one day.
Yes, that's nice.
So,
Oh yeah, it's going to like become our most watched video of the channel by far, definitely.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah. I mean, you also animate in an anime style, so it was
Yep.
hard like transitioning from like anime looking characters,
Yeah.
where you can like the facial expressions can be weird and stuff,
Mhm.
to like Scratch OCs that like have
Yeah.
different.
Wait, hold on. How do you know that?
Because I've seen your profile and all that,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
and your animations are really good. I've seen some of like your demo animations, so.
So Beach, do you want to talk about like about some of your animations that you did?
A little bit. So this was my first time like properly animating stuff for a big project, so we can get the haha funny I'm no animator jokes out of the way.
Wait, let's
Oh yeah,
let's
yeah,
get-
yeah. We gotta talk about
You have to
those.
tell, yeah, say the
yeah.
quote, say the quote, say the quote, say the quote.
Yep.
I'm no animator though. That's the exact word he said when
He
I
literally
assigned.
said he is not an animator.
No,
Um,
the first scene I assigned him, it was the purge scene, like where Nancy
I'm surprised you gave me that first.
yeah. And
I
then
mean, it was like kind of the easiest.
no, I
It
gave him that
was.
card. He said I'm no animator and proceeded to like make one of the best visually appealing scenes of the entire episode.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now because I'm kind of
Mhm.
like skimming through it as we're talking about it.
If Beats is
But
no
yeah.
animator, I don't know what I am.
Yeah, then yeah, I think my animations are terrible sometimes. Just it's just the artist's way of looking at their stuff. But hey, my coffee shop survived the shockwave, so that's a good thing.
But yeah, go. So I animated 3 of the chunks for this episode, and weirdly enough, they feel almost like a bit of a progression in the amount of like tasks I had to do. So the purge scene itself it's got some like simple character animation, but a lot of it was just like math functions and moving stuff around, a few visual overlays and stuff. And then the second one was chapter 2, which had chapter 2, chunk 2, um, which had some more complex character animations. It was mostly Tim and a few of the Scratch Team robots and all that. And
Yeah,
then the
the
third
movie
chunk I did, 12, had uh, all of Alpha Squadron involved. So it sort of stepped up in the amount of character animation I had to do. Working with all those expressions and stuff, I made a bunch of different angles of some of the refs. Worked with that.
yeah.
But yeah,
Rocket loves your angles.
it was quite the learning experience, and I'm glad it went that way. That's about all I have to say, though.
I think the coolest one you did is definitely when they sliced the billboard off the HQ.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And like how you sync the music with two separate audios.
Yeah.
That was really good.
What are those?
Yeah, I agree. And I remember looking at the storyboard and I was like wondering like how is someone going to animate this part? And then Beach just dropped a masterclass.
He cooked.
Yeah, I deviated from the storyboards a little bit. I'm glad you trusted me enough to do that.
I
And
mean,
then Imperator's hit that one bot. That was so funny.
you know, sometimes creative liberty is kind of needed. You know, like you don't want to like stick too firmly to a script or storyboard.
I think Beats also brought some of the humor to the episode.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that part with like
Oh, yeah.
Imperator's and the Durham in like um the last scene that he animated.
Like for as serious as an episode as Scratches Elite's episode 3 is, like compared to the first two, there was still a lot of stuff I generally laughed at and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I think it's imperative Scratch stays a little goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most of like I mean if you look at the other two episodes, I think there's also a lot of like funny moments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know, because this episode I feel like it's a lot more of a dark vibe and it's not,
Yeah.
generally a very happy. So, it's really cool that we're able to have some funny moments in it.
We can save the most serious stuff for episode 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know anything that happens in that episode.
Have
I haven't looked
you,
at it.
have
I
you all
Well,
read
you
the
can't
will.
script
wait
for
to
episode 4?
animate for that.
Sorry, what were you saying, Matt Jim?
Have you all read the script for episode 4? Have you not seen it?
I've read it. It was a few months ago. I need to reread it. But
I
I
probably
do
will
need
as
to
well.
suggest.
I've read it a couple times. It's
I think
pretty
we all
good.
need to reread it before we start animating.
Read it. Yeah.
There's a
I-
certain sequence that I do want to animate, but of course I can't say what it is.
Mhm.
There are
If you all
some
read
parts
it, it might help with
of-
consistency. So
there are some parts of the episode I'm having trouble visualizing. So and like storyboards like kind of help, not too sure.
I can help
Yeah.
if you need.
I mean,
Yeah,
we already
So
have this from Hydro. I think we need like a couple more storyboards, but that's about it, I think.
I can.
Yeah, when I
Yeah,
was going
so-
through the storyboards and doing like that first bit of scene mapping for you, or just
Yeah,
on
I'm
behalf
gonna
of you,
try
because you
to.
never really asked me to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
I
do some
noticed
more.
that there were a couple storyboards missing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
wait, hold on. Wasn't Hydra supposed to join us? And what happens?
He was really supposed to, but
I
like he
think
was.
everyone wanted him to join, but I don't think anyone asked.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're probably right.
And plus, he has a lot going on in his life, so like, who are we to demand that of him?
Oh yeah, Matt Jan, do you want to like take us through the post-credit scene and how you made that?
The post-credit scene wasn't in the original script. And Robot, there's something in episode 4 which you can probably guess by now what it is. But there's something in episode 4 that Robot was like, "Oh, maybe we should set that up." So he wrote that scene. I was like, "This is cool," and I was like, "Yep." And then I kept putting it off, and then I did it in about a day, and then I sent it to him, and then there's not really a story here, but it took me about a day to do because I was doing other stuff.
No, yeah, it took me
He
a
wrote
day
it.
to read it too, cause like I didn't know. I just like wrote it in like I didn't even know if I had like a clear plan in mind. I just like wrote whatever I felt, and then I thought you like when I sent it to you, I thought you might not. You like kind of rejected it, like tell me to rewrite it, but then I was kind of surprised when you say it was good.
It's just a thing at the end, so it's like I don't
Yeah.
think anyone's expecting like a big spectacle, groundbreaking.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably clicked off credits. Some people might not have seen it.
Oh yeah, I almost did because I wasn't looking at the chat. Like,
I spammed I spammed PCS, which means post credit scene. If no one knows that, and just to make sure people would stay, and they did mostly.
But yeah, basically what you saw on screen for the post-credit scene, that was basically the writing that I did within a span of a few hours.
Nice. Like when you really like lock in with your writing, you can go far.
are we all talking to Hector in the chat?
Can we get Hector to join, guys?
We
We
look
should
at
get
Hector
Hector should
cameo.
join.
Say hi.
We need a Hector cameo.
Yeah, he's the Oscar nominee of Scratch's Elites episode 3.
Yep.
We gotta get him in here.
Yeah, he like, was definitely the highlight of the episode. It focused on him more, especially like with his story arc. Because like we barely heard much from the other Beta Squadron members, but Hector,
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Except for like, yeah, it was mainly just Hector and Wally.
And then Hunted was just there for the ride. Oh, there
Oh
went
wait,
Matt
who
Jam.
left?
That was
Wait,
magic.
Matt Jam.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
is he like
Matt
gone
Jam.
for good or? Oh,
yo, it's
It's Hector.
Hector,
Yo, it's
Hi,
Hector. It's Hector. It's
Hector.
Hector.
the best voice actor of all time.
Yo, what's up?
Hector.
What's up? What's up?
Hector, we have a few questions on that we would like to ask about your voice acting talents for this episode.
All right, cool.
I have
So,
one. Oh,
yeah.
do you like voice act in your closet?
Nah, just my room. I can't lie.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wait,
kind of have.
now that I'm hearing your voice right now, it doesn't really sound like Hector for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, pretty
It's much
much.
deeper.
You use a voice modifier. Do you just like have a really big range of speaking?
Because like I don't know, like the first thing I look towards, and sometimes I tell Robot this year when he's asking me how the lines are going, I'm like, yo, I have to wait until like everyone's left the house. I'll be so real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
You
like
also told
Oh
me
yeah,
how
I do that too. I do that too.
yeah,
I
I
know.
read my scripts and I'm like, oh my goodness, this sounds like I'm going mental. And if I do carry out voice acting, it's like I don't want to do this when the house is full. So like I'll probably either go to my truck or like somewhere where I can like literally go insane.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I went into my sister's violin lessons. Even though
Yeah,
she hates them, it's very helpful for me.
yeah.
yeah.
Because like I don't want the neighbors like knocking on the door and being like, yo, what's going on here?
Well, I mean, I don't live in a neighborhood. I have a couple neighbors, and then there's like one neighborhood behind me. But like, I'm not, I don't know, I don't want to dox myself, but like, still, it's like I don't want anyone else to be worried about me. So like, I go somewhere where I can voice act.
Yeah,
I can
100%.
think of a couple of lines from Hector in the episode where the neighbor might call for domestic violence.
Yep.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I mean, Nemesis is kind of genocidal, but like,
Oh yeah, also Hector, what what gave you the idea to improvise that Mr. Melon line? Because we both know that was not in the script.
That
yeah,
wasn't?
I
No,
had
What
fun
you
animating that.
it
what
was
you
completely
mean? Nah, that wasn't improvised. That was in the script.
no, no. What do you mean?
Did we just get a live Hector impression?
No.
No. No, no, okay. I'll be so real. I don't know what inspired me to say that. I was just looking at the character and I was thinking to myself, actually, what did that guy do? What did he do for the entirety of the runtime? Then I thought about it. Then I deeped it. I was like, hang on, who was the most like who was the most useless character in the Unfamous? And I was thinking, the melon guy. What did he do, bro? What did he do?
I had so much fun animating that sequence when you said like with the voice acting. It was just I don't know what it was just really cool.
Bro, I had a lot of fun recording it and then seeing like you animate it like that crash out segment where his whole face turned red. He was like, "Oh, that's it." I was like, "Yes, sir.
Oh, that
Yes,
was
sir."
Sinclair. She
That was
animated the part where
Yep,
it's
that
like
was me.
that's it, and then
Oh,
I
you,
animated like the scene where like um
the laughter
he's
scene.
like ready to punch. Yeah, the later half of that scene. But
yeah,
like
yeah.
I tried my, and then also what that portion that Levi did when you did that little crash out about um um when you left. Yeah, but I tried and then I got a lot of support from some of the people that got previews. I saw some of their comments about Hector's facial expressions, and they really enjoyed it.
Wasn't
So
The,
one
fa-
of them Beats?
the facial expressions were so good. You look cooked with that.
yeah, especially like when you're in the band prison scene when Molly like said something about Hector's brother, and he's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
Oh,
"What?"
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It
I'm
was
like,
just like,
that was,
wait. He
yeah.
was just
That's a
like,
Oh,
great
wait, no,
what?
it was
answer.
like,
You never
yeah,
elaborate on the other part.
Oh, well. I don't know who the
Hector.
brother is, but I'm
I don't
excited
know.
to learn about the brother.
Yeah.
It was just in the script. I don't know what Wally was thinking when he wrote that.
Really?
Hector, yeah.
Yeah, what's
Might be
up?
part of Hector's other thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much part of like the lore going on with my show. So, you know, let's just say Hector and his brother, they don't have the best relationship, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I mean, I don't have
so
a brother, so I can't relate, but I do have a bunch of idiotic friends that we're pretty much brothers.
yeah. And
You know,
like
like
I remember
those friends that you call brothers, but you talk crap about each other all the time
Yep.
in front of each
Yeah, one
other.
of
But
those.
you come out as brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
for Hector and his brother, I mean, they weren't even friends. I mean, Hector wanted to be his friend, but the brother was having none of it. He was like, "What? Shut up, man. Who are you?" Like, it was kind of a long day for him. I'll be so real, because I remember when I first did um I remember when I first did the sign-ups back in 2022 for Scratch's Elite, and I mentioned that as part of his lore, and I guess Wally always remembered that because he managed to fit that into the script.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Hector, as like probably like the best voice actor of this episode, like I think also the live stream also agreed on that. What do you have to say to like people who want to get into voice acting? Like any tips for them?
Ah, I can't lie. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think of one that like ain't generic. Hold on. Give me a working day. Give me a working day.
Working day,
Give me a working day.
24 hours. Okay,
Give them 3 to
24 hours.
5 business days.
Yeah. Give me 3 to 5 business days.
He'll get back to you.
All right. Cool. I got one. So basically, for that, yeah. I think the main thing that I would say is just like try and really imagine yourself in the character's position. You know what I mean? I mean,
Become the
make
character.
sure, yeah, something like that. I mean, make sure first of all that no one else is in the house. I'll be so real.
Hmm.
Um, also like just listen just for what I do. Yeah, I listen to like a lot of like animated shows myself, and I always like to study the voice acting and how people like convey different emotions. It's how I was able to you know, kind of get quite a range in voice acting, because even in my own show I voice act like most of the characters, and I have to do different voices for each one. So it's a lot to do with just patience. You know, I have to do a little bit of studying, hard work, and a lot of trial and error, because you're not gonna get it right the first time. And depending on what the character is like if they're, let's say, someone that's very short tempered, you're gonna be doing quite a few takes, and your throat is gonna hurt afterwards. So if you don't get it the first time, you might want to take a little bit of a break. I'll be so real. Get him next time.
Yeah, I think you touched on a part of that of like going deep into the character, like when you talked about like that improvisation with Mr. Melon, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Do you
with that,
have like any plans to go into voice acting industry or no?
yeah, I do. I do. In fact, this Christmas, I'm hoping that I can get myself a professional microphone.
Yes.
That is very cool to hear.
Yeah.
The microphone I have now is pretty good. I had to edit the settings a little bit on my computer because it somehow switched it to the computer's microphone, and I had to figure it out. But I figured it out.
I'm just
Yeah.
recording from my laptop's microphone right now.
Yeah, same with me. Mine is just a built-in microphone that I use.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you did phenomenal voice acting, man.
Yes,
I
I think
appreciate
everyone
that. I
feels that.
appreciate that. Thank you.
So do we have anything else to add for this episode of Immersifiles?
I think I just want to mention this one thing. Um, Back in 2022, when I first like saw Scratch's Elites episode 1, it's like, wow, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen on Scratch. And then I never believed I would be here, like working on the series, because like I don't know, I don't think I'm a great animator, but of course y'all are gonna put me down and say otherwise. But like it's just that weird feeling of wow, I never imagined I would be here, and it's just I don't know, it's just that weird feeling, and yeah.
I mean, my story is not quite as involved. I like was aware of the Immersiverse's existence like 7 months ago, so
I've been here
it's all
since I'm
new to me.
famous.
Yeah.
I
Right,
would
Nevis.
say like taking Corn in was probably the biggest gamble I did, because Corn didn't really have like a proper sign up.
Yeah, I was about to ask if I could go into that, but yeah, since you brought it up, I'll let you go away with it.
You can discuss yourself. It's fine.
Okay. So for a while now on Scratch, I've really loved animating and voice acting, but I just haven't had the chance to do a lot of animation work because I've just either been busy or just haven't found like something that motivates me to want to animate for. So I didn't have many, honestly, I didn't have any good examples of animation that accurately represented my skill level. So when Robot put out the call and was like, okay, I'm in desperate need of animators for some things, I was like, okay, I want to help, but I don't really have a lot. So I just showed off some like halfway decent work in progresses that I'd made over the years. And then somehow he decided to bring me on. But I'd say in the end that worked out.
Yep, it definitely worked out.
And you carried the Immersiverse animation team for this, and that's I mean we call you Immersiverse Jesus for a reason.
Yeah, that little bit of a savior complex when I came back to do No One Scene.
Yeah, and I also did some of the posters. I also did the actual poster of the episode on YouTube. And of course, I did it in another program. I got like Wally and Nemesis on all the characters I needed from scratch and put them into Canva, and I did the posters there. So like, if you are on Scratch and you're watching this, you might see some of the stuff on Robot's profile. I did a few of those posters. There was that one that Corn did of the Wally having the reflection of Nemesis in his helmet, but every other poster I think I did.
Yeah, basically, Bay is our graphic designer guy after Alex left.
Whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
We should get a yeah. He probably needs a promotion.
I do.
Oh,
I mean, no, I don't. You don't have to. I mean, but it would be cool. Like, I'm not trying to, overstress you.
I actually got a promotion.
You got
yes,
one?
Corn is basically our new head animator and head of
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
for episode 4.
And then Beats is he left a while ago, but isn't he like
He's the head of background music.
And
back?
background design and everything else. He's like the
Do you hear the
pre-production
crows?
head.
Do you hear the crows in my background by any chance?
No, I don't. I don't.
No.
Okay, good. They're really loud, so that's good.
I think it's also like it's kind of like weird. Like half of the original voice actors like are pretty much out doing life or in college or stuff. Because Hunted, he's on the mission trip in Finland. Wally, he's in college.
Really?
I don't know
Yeah,
where
Hunted.
Tim is. Yeah, Hunted's coming back sometime this February, if I'm correct. We don't know if he's going to come back to the server or not, but he will return sometime. So
Yeah, basically like with all like the voice actor departures, we've had to like recast a couple of people in episode 3. Like, for example, Enigma, who was played by Chris Coyote, he was recast by Nugget, and Tiny Pig was also recasted by Alex because we couldn't really get in touch with them.
Oh,
because Tiny Pig also deleted his Scratch account too. So
Yeah, I mean, Hydra has Discord, I think, but I'm not in contact with
yeah,
Tiny, only Wally.
yeah.
are you gonna have to wait? No, did Alex already do his lines for Tiny Pig?
No, yeah, he already did them. So I have
Okay,
for
okay.
episode 4 as well.
Does he have his lines for like his main Alex character lines
Yeah, he
done?
also has a line too.
Right. Yeah, that's like what most of the departed voice actors have done. They provided all of their remaining lines, so that's good.
Yep. So, if we don't have anything else to add, I think that concludes this Immersifiles session.
Isn't there a thing about like episode 4 title in one of the things Beats put in the chat? Or we're not going to do that this time.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not revealing episode 4 title yet. It will come soon,
All
guys,
right.
but not yet.
Just
Oh,
trust
I
the
have something
process.
very,
Wait,
have a
same
very
thing.
important thing to say. It
Okay.
is blur your backgrounds in Canva.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
know what you mean now.
That's like the most important thing I learned in Scratch's Elites. It's so helpful. I love using it now. So thank you, whoever suggested that. Wasn't it you,
Yeah.
Bae?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
me because I use Canva for thumbnail design. So
Mhm.
you know, and I took a graphic design class where I used Photoshop. Definitely a different program, but I've gotten used to both, and I actually used Canva for one project because I kind of rushed it, and I procrastinated, but I was one of the greatest at graphic design in that class.
Okay. That's all I have to say now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that wraps up the final Immersifiles episode of 2025.
Oh yeah, we're almost in 2026. Finally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, before we go, I would just like to say episode 4 is being worked on this moment as we speak. We can't say
Pre-production
much about
has
it.
begun.
Yeah, we can't say much about it, but we can say that you will have to wait another 2 years for it.
2.5.
2.5 years. 2 years.
You're not
Whatever.
waiting another 2 years. Don't worry, y'all. We're carrying.
I'm carrying.
Yeah, Korn is carrying.
And Beats. Beats
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Korn
I'm
completely
gonna
carried
get
us.
I'm gonna get my lines done before those 2 years.
Yes, I still need to send you your lines for Hector. I'll probably try to do that today if I can.
All
Yeah.
right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, we can't wait for y'all to see episode 4 when it comes out.
And hopefully it's a lot like better quality wise than episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, given like no one's seen, I'm going to definitely try to up my animation quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my lines in a more timely manner. Cause I remember when Robot was asking me, and like half the days I'd be like, "Yo, my brother, I just got back from uni. I am beat. I am tired."
No, yeah, there's also that screaming line that I was asking for a while. We ended
Oh
up
Bro,
yeah.
that screaming
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
bro. I was so tempted here to be like, you know what? Let me go look through an older project where I screamed because I don't know if I can do that right now.
No,
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
and
could barely hear it because it was in the
Yeah.
background when Wally threw him to the ground, but
Yeah,
I
do you
still
know?
made sure you could.
You know what I mean? You see what they did to my boy, bro. They had his whole they had his line completely like faded out, bro. Just felt he did the Family Guy death pose and everything, man. Yo, man crashed out, yeah, and he got beat in like 10 seconds. Are you mad?
Justice for Hector.
Yo,
Yeah.
bro, I watched the episode too. Do you see the amount of times my bro got floored? like like even that scene with Nemesis, I don't know who animated that like angle with Hector getting up because that was cool. Yeah, how's he getting beat that often, bro? Yo,
He's just the smallest, so everyone know
Yeah.
James might be the
No,
smallest.
James is the smallest.
But he's just
Hector
less of a
just has like
target.
the most beatable face.
I what?
Hector has like
Nah,
stick limbs, bro.
bro,
He could
You know,
like
episode
yeah, I
nah
had
nah
that
nah.
as a problem multiple times. Oh,
Hey, you see
animating.
episode 4, my guy better throw the meanest left hook, man. He better throw the meanest left hook.
your reaction to Nemesis like opening his chainsaw on you.
Broski, I saw that and I was like, yo, this ain't how it's supposed. He ain't supposed to die like this. He ain't supposed to die like this. He ain't going out like that.
So yeah, it was like a lot of fun like watching Noah put that together because I was not expecting that.
Yeah, that was animated really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, a little thing that we didn't mention earlier is after I had gotten the scene from no one, I realized that like I was super busy and I likely wasn't going to be able to finish the entire scene in time for the release. So we brought no one back in to do the final ending
Mhm.
segment after the fighting had finished because we didn't trust him to finish any actual bit of fighting in a timely manner. But then
See, I
he
didn't
just,
know that.
yeah,
That's
we
because
brought him
they
back in, and he
everyone.
cooked on that last bit. He
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Like,
the original release for episode 3 was going to be Thanksgiving, but then because of like the whole issue with the fight scene, like that got pushed back to December.
Wasn't it like originally supposed to be in the summer? Like even before that?
We,
It was
we, we, don't,
supposed to
we
be
don't talk about
September.
It's like August or something, I think.
no, we don't talk about
Yeah,
that. No.
they had a whole
And then
countdown for that.
episode 4 was supposed to be November.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, that was
I
never.
remember,
Yeah,
if I
that was
remember
never gonna
correctly,
happen.
it was episode 3 was supposed to come out in September, and then we would have had episode 4 out in December or January.
No, that was like really
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
I apologize for that. I should not have said that.
I apologize for my dog barking. He's not shutting off.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
heard
he's
that.
dogs, to be honest. Well, now I do.
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm
base
gonna-
dog.
He's barking at nothing.
I like that there would like in this episode there were like little bits that you to kind of look to see, but when you see them, it's like really adds to the characterization. Like that one scene where Wally and Nemesis were on the bridge, right? And then the rest of the Beta Squadron were there, and they all ran off here. And I had to look at it again, but I saw that I think it was Hunted. He had to drag
Yeah,
Hector
yeah.
back here
I saw
because
that. I love that.
because bro was ready to square up. Bro, Hunted looked at him and was like, "Yo, you lost 2 fights. Let's not make it 3 for 3."
Yeah, that was
Because Hector would have died
initially
at
one
that
of no
moment.
one's sketches of the scene, and then I took the characters and laid it over. That was one of my favorite parts of the scene.
Bro got yeeted out off screen, man.
Well, it's like how like Hunted and Taco had to like carry James by the hood in episode 2.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember that part.
So it's just like I don't know. Like the humanoid characters, like they have more fighting ability, I guess. But
I'm
wait,
trying to get
who's
Rocket.
Rocket? Yes, yeah. Rocket did the recap.
Yeah, Rocket's recap was actually pretty swag.
Yeah.
With some very nice cutting.
So like, Rocket had some inclusion in the production.
It's just like that wise like uncle that helps us.
This is
Yeah,
gonna
I'd
be the
say-
longest Immersifiles episode ever.
Yes, it will be actually.
Beat said
I feel
1
like
hour
by the end of this,
max,
we're also
bro.
gonna have cut like 20 minutes of just rambling.
Yeah. Okay, wait, so we had like 10 minutes of just yapping before we recorded. And then like
That's true.
tech roll. And then like another 10 hours of legal yapping.
Yeah,
We do have to
Well,
cut
it's
some
'cause, like,
out, so
we have a bigger crew on this episode, so like, there's more people giving their.
Oh, what? Wait, is that like
This is like the
oh wait, oh
biggest
no, you're saying that. Okay,
cast of
okay. Wait.
Immersifile. So like, there's more people saying stuff, so it's longer.
when do you think we're actually gonna finish this? Didn't we say we're
I
gonna
think
finish like 10 minutes ago
we
or
have like
something?
another yeah, we've like tried to end this like at
And
least
we
4
just
different
kept
times,
yapping.
and they failed all of the times.
Yeah,
That's what editing's for.
That's true.
I think Beast can handle that in editing, right?
He's already
Wait, B
overworked.
has to
Give
edit
him a
this?
break.
Oh. Should another cameo? Should we do another cameo?
Who
Yeah,
wants another cameo, guys?
we are.
Okay.
An hour. They said
Ow.
this is
I was
lost in
trying
longer than a this is lost in longer than a game of football now.
Hey, Rocket,
Mhm.
welcome.
Hi.
Hi, hello everyone. I heard we're recording in Immersifiles, as they call it.
Yes, this is about the production of Scratch the Leaps, episode 3, Dark Revelation, exclusively on YouTube, guys. Go watch it.
Yes, go watch it. It is amazing. I had a great time watching it live at the premiere.
Yeah, we basically wanted to ask you a couple of questions, like how you put the recap together in the beginning of the episode.
All right, yeah. I might try to do a larger editing breakdown at some point, but just for a general summary, Robot Nerd, you approached me to do it. We had some discussions. I got the title of Assistant Marketing Director, which was
Yeah.
essentially just us having some conversations on how best to get people back into the world of Scratch's Elites because it has been 2 years since episode 2 released. And as much as everyone in our little community knows all the lore and all the characters and remembers the episodes, like in the back of their head, they're just burned into there. Not everyone does. And we're trying to reach a wider audience. So Robot asked me, hey, make a recap at the start of it. He gave me a little script outline for it that essentially said the lines of dialogue that he wanted to be put over it. And then from there, I had to go just get the footage that was appropriate and try to tell a story, recapping 40 to 50 minutes of Scratch animation into 1 minute, which was very interesting to try to pull off. But I think the
You,
final result came out well.
Yeah, I
yeah,
would
you
say
did really good.
I would say you also improvise like in a lot of parts from the script as well.
Yeah, so the script is not identical to the recap you gave me, and a lot of that was just flow, trying to figure out what was the smoothest path for it. Oh wait, did someone just join? Is
Yeah.
Hydro?
Hydro
Yeah,
just
Hydro.
joined.
Welcome,
Hey, I do.
Hydro.
Hello.
But
I'm
yeah,
currently
what
talking about. Oh, sorry, don't want to interrupt.
oh no, yeah, I was just asking like what were you saying before?
Oh, okay. uh, I'm currently, yeah, so Hydro, just to catch you up, I'm talking about the recap I made for the start of episode 3 of Scratch's Elites, general conversation going on here. And this is actually kind of relevant because it's talking about your episode, having to condense like 40 to 50 minutes of Scratch animation into 1 minute and kind of try to tell a coherent storyline. At least recap all the major points that people need to know going into this third episode. And then, like Robot said, it was not identical to his original script, and that was mainly just to make sure there was a flow. So first, I'd like pick a music track to go under it because I like timing things with music. I wanted it to have a rhythm and a pace to it. And my proudest moment working on this is that the background music is from Sonic Forces, which just amuses me personally. Um, and from there, it's like, okay, let's make sure the script fits the flow of this song. And so some lines were reordered. I added a few extra lines to give some context. Some lines I spliced together just to make them quicker. I think one example, there's a line where Nemesis says, like, let me just show you. The jest took a little too long, so I cut it out, and now it's just, let me show you. And I think it sounds pretty smooth.
Yeah,
I did that
So,
with some of the Wally lines.
there was
Like,
also one
I had
part
to
like
edit it to
where
sound
Molly
better.
said
mhm.
like I already said in the start well there's Beta Squadron but they don't have any experience, right?
Yeah, I think you requested me to do that line, where that's
Yeah.
two separate lines of dialogue spliced together to make a coherent sentence. That one's on you. That was a really good idea for the cut. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of little cuts like this. All the dialogue you hear, there's like a 50-50 shot if it's actually authentic from the episode or if we've modified it slightly. I'm trying to. It reminds me of. I don't know if you guys recall this. There was some memes back in the day when Loki was coming out. There was this advertisement with Owen Wilson where it's like so obviously spliced him saying, "This is my first time in the Marvel universe." It sounds so bad.
Wait,
I hope I did a better job than that.
I haven't seen that part with Mobius.
Yeah,
I haven't
It was
seen
like
that,
from
but I'm
Loki.
sure you did a better job.
I hope so. But yeah, so then from there, it was just getting the footage, putting all the dialogue over it, sound effects as well. I completely redid the sound effects for these shots. I couldn't just like unmute the footage to get the sound effects because the footage had its own music playing over it. So I completely redid all the sound design as well for basically
Yeah,
everything.
that thing I noticed. That part or like Alex was like holding up the plane. For the plane sound effects, you put like the sound effects of a propeller plane, but then the plane itself is like a jet engine plane. So I noticed that, and then it was kind of too late to change it, so I just like left it there.
Yeah, that was my bad. It was me just going around sound effects, just trying to see like, oh, what sounds right. This sounds fine. Throw it in. So let me try to think. I think general note wise, that's about everything. Like I said, maybe at some point I will do a deeper dive editing breakdowns, like certain tricks I pulled just to really make it seamless. Sometimes I even modified the footage itself to try to make it look smoother. But ultimately, that was it. It seemed like it went over well. I was talking with GeoLabo Man after the premiere, and he said it really helped him get back into the world and understand the context of what was going on. And I think Robot gave me the right material to work with because everything in the recap comes back in some way in the episode. Like they bring up Stick Guy again. I was wondering why did you want Stick Guy in the recap? And then I realized, oh, there's like a whole scene where they're talking about Stick Guy in here. And then like the giving the admin code or the source code, Wally's source code. Wally's like corrupted the entire episode. You need to realize that he gave the code to understand why he's getting corrupted, like Sonic is in Sonic Frontiers. So
We just need a
yeah,
rocket episode of Immersifiles at this point.
No, we've
yeah.
tried
Well,
doing this 4
Imagine.
times, and then it has failed miserably.
yeah. Well, that's about
Speaking,
all I've got.
all right,
Is it time to do the third cameo?
speaking of a recap, Robot had me create a full recap of episodes 1 and 2 of Scratch's Elites. So if you don't want to go watch the whole like 50 minutes of animation to get caught up, I have a 5-minute, pretty in-depth recap on my Scratch profile. If you want to go check it out, you should totally do that.
Yes, I would recommend that as well because mine was just more of like a brief. Let's get you right back into it as quick as possible. For more detailed notes, go to his project. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is.
Also,
Oh,
Rocket,
thank
you serve as like a general advisor during the production as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was in constant. I wouldn't say constant, but like me and Rob, we chatted every now and then. She'd be like, "Hey, how's the process going? Here's some notes on how to do things." A lot of back and forth. I wasn't heavily involved in this episode, but I kind of observed it as it was going on. I was in like the animator chat, seeing all their footage come in, and I was just sitting back going, "Wow, this is amazing. I'm glad I don't have to do anything for it. I just get to sit here and watch and give advice, which is easy, which is very easy to do. So you guys really put in the hard work on this, and I just again want to congratulate you on the success. It's an amazing episode.
Thank you, thank you. We all appreciate it.
It was awesome.
The entire marketing run was also from discussion between me and you as well.
Yes, and you pulled it off seamlessly. Again, I was just giving off ideas. You actually pulled it off, and you did a really good job. I remember I
Thank
saw your profile at one point, and you just had this whole black and red color scheme going on with every project, and
Yeah, I was like
Yeah,
Rocket.
I
I left a
love that.
comment. I left
I
a
just
comment about that.
yeah, someone did. Yeah, as someone who I was one of like the two people who went and watched Tron Ares back in October. I love me a good black and red neon color scheme.
Yeah, that
Oh, I
was
love
good.
black and red. I hate to be the one to interrupt the podcast, but does anybody have problems with using the Turbo Warp desktop app because it's not opening for me?
Oh,
Opened for me earlier.
I
I
was
used
using it literally right before I joined this call. I haven't updated to the newest version, so maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe
Okay.
there's an issue or
Yeah,
a
I
bug
was
with the
still
new
on the last
version.
version and it's been working fine for me.
Let me see. Yeah, mine's working fine.
Huh.
Then I will not update it then.
Scratch add-ons kind of broke Scratch, so I've been confined to Turbo Warp. So
All
I
right.
I don't like turbo warp. I'm not used to it. It feels weird and wrong. I might give it a go one day.
Yeah.
You should, it's so helpful.
I'm
yeah, also
installing
Hydro is here.
opening when complete.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's always hard to change Scratch editors. Look, back in my day, the whole drama was Scratch 2 changing to Scratch 3, and we hated how big all the new blocks were. They used to be
Yeah,
so tight, and then they got so big, and it was so annoying.
I
I
remember the
eventually
I
change.
got
mean,
used to it, but like, there's always changes like this.
Wait, I
And
joined
I
November 2019, so like I joined like 9 months after 3.0 came out.
oh yeah,
yes.
same,
man,
same.
man, I'm so old. I had Scratch 2.0 for like 2 to 3 years.
That's crazy. I mean,
I
I've like seen like some of the videos of Scratch 2.0. It it looks
I don't like the way
looks
2.0
like
looks. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Well, you see, I have nostalgia for it, so I think it's
Oh
Yeah, I was
better.
about to say.
I have
I was
nostalgia
about to
for
yeah.
say, put some respect on 2.0's name.
But 2.0 feels so
Yeah,
retro.
I won't take this slander. It's how I got my start.
You
All
know what I
my
mean, bro? Yo, I can't handle that slander. You remember when the whole thing was grey? You know, the screen was on the left, or it was something like that. Like, good times, man. The good days,
The
the good
screen was
days.
on the left?
Yeah,
The screen was on the
yeah.
left.
I had
Wow.
No, I
I was on
remember
Scratch
this.
during the 2.0 era for like a month on a really old account, so I remember all of this just coming back to me.
I remember
Yeah, I came in
the first
3.0.
year when 3.0 came out. I said, "Are you mad? I am downloading the 2.0 offline editor. I'm not using that."
dude,
You
that's
know?
what I
And then
did.
you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. We're not doing that. And then I can't lie, some technical difficulties, started to arise, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe I have to put aside my differences. Maybe I have to give 3.0 a chance. And to be fair, 3.0 does have some things over, its predecessor, but
it
like,
does. It
come on,
does.
man. Come
Yeah.
on, though, man. It's the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
I
I
think I
remember
used Scratch 2 offline for like 2 years after 3.0 came out, but then eventually I just slowly
Yo.
realized it's easier
Yeah,
just to work in
yeah.
3.0. And also,
Like,
MP3 files in Scratch is pretty great. So that kind
yeah,
of
it
won me
is. It
over
is.
eventually.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, at first, I wasn't vibing with it. I was thinking, no, 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 I can't use this. But like, I started actually playing around with the interface with the editor more, and I was like, it's got its perks. I mean, I think they removed the smoothing tool, which I
engine
really like.
Oh, the
I really,
smoothing tool. I forgot about the smoothing tool. I loved that, man.
smoothing
yeah,
tool.
the
You guys don't
smoothing
even
tool,
know.
man.
You click the smoothing
Nope.
tool and it
I
smoothed
don't
your
know.
vector shape
Nope.
for you.
No, I mean, these are new gens. They don't understand the pain that we went
No,
through.
no, no, no.
They
I'm an
don't
OG.
understand.
I'm an OG. I had an account when 2.0 was a thing.
Okay,
I
so
was
he
like
knows. He knows.
I was like 7 when
I
2.0
was
was in existence probably or something like that.
Yeah, I was
Jesus.
like I was
11.
in
I was
sixth
11 in
grade
2019.
when
Dang.
3.0 came out. So
Wait, no, when 3.0 came out, that was in January 2019, right?
2019, I believe, yeah.
So I was freaking 10
So
years
maybe I
old.
was 8
I was
still.
10
Oh,
years
I was
old,
on
and I was
Scratch
graduating
for
high school this
4 years
Dang.
at that point then. Wow, okay.
Wow.
I was I was must have been 10 or 11 when I was 11 when I had that old account
Guys, I feel
on
so old.
2.0.
yeah, I feel old
Seven,
too.
7 years, man. Wow.
Man, we're all old. This is a great discussion about Scratch's Elites episode 3, Dark Revelations, exclusively on YouTube.
Yeah, no, my bad. I
Marketing.
just
Marketing.
was like
No,
having
this
technical
entire
difficulties
2.0
and I
conversation is
put that all
definitely
on
getting
you.
cut.
Yeah, I've been on
Oh, we have
Scratch.
an editor? Oh, okay,
Don't
we're safe. There's an editor.
don't
Oh,
cut
thank
this.
goodness.
Don't cut this conversation, guys.
Yeah, no, Hydra, you're all good. Yeah. If we have an editor, it's fine. We don't have to stay on topic the whole time.
Yeah. I've
Thank
been
you,
on
editor,
Scratch.
who's listening to this. Thank you.
Alright,
Anyway,
Thanks,
back to
not
the
the
Pete.
subject at hand.
I've been on Scratch for 6.5 years. Like my original account.
You're beating me by a year, I think. I started Scratch when I was like 9.
I mean, you're
So,
gonna beat me because I pretty much left. I might still
oh
post a
yeah.
project or two, but like,
Bro, I took a look at my account, and I'm reaching 10 years, man. Like raw.
I
congrats.
hit 10
It's
years
been
this
like
year.
And
9 months. I'm like on your account like right now to see your stuff.
Rocket, quick question. How is that anniversary project going?
Oh yeah.
uh, well, the good news is I'm actually working on it right now. That's what I was doing before I joined this call. I
You
had a
still
free
Awesome.
do
weekend, and you
anniversary.
guys inspired me, honestly. I was like, whoa, they did the thing. I should go do my thing. So it's coming along. I really hope it's out by the end of this year, but no guarantees on that. But I'm a little more open now. I'm hoping to just make a final push.
You have 17 days. You got
Nice.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Thanks,
this, man.
Owen,
You got
for
this.
YouTube sections. Like we're at, portions of
85% done. We're almost there.
At least you're making an anniversary project, man. Every time when I hit a milestone, I'm thinking, yeah, should I do one? And then like 2, 3, 4, 5 more months pass, and I'm like, yeah, I'll probably skip that and wait until next year.
Yeah.
I was gonna make like a 5 year anniversary, but it did not turn out well. I kind of just
Yeah.
gave up.
Same
Yeah,
with
same
me.
here.
I've
Hey,
skipped
guys.
like every anniversary, but then I hit 10 and I was like, come on, it's 10. It's double
Yeah,
digits. I gotta.
Yeah.
It's like 6 months late, but it's something, I guess.
at least you're doing it.
Yeah.
Wait, I just got this comment on episode 3 on my profile. The guy says, "Why is every big Scratch series in something incredibly meta of the Scratch community?" What does that even mean?
That's what I was
Incredibly
wondering.
meta.
I was
It
hoping
means
you would
what it
explain
means.
it.
I would probably say by meta, they mean they're like, I noticed this actually happens with all the Scratch series, where they treat Scratch as like a place or an environment you live in. You're kind of breaking outside the like Scratch is a place where a typical crossover they don't really acknowledge. Oh, we're all comic book characters, But in a Scratch crossover, it's always we're all Scratchers who make projects. It's not literally the characters from their lore crossing over. It's the Scratchers coming together. I think that's the meta element of it.
Hmm.
If that makes any sense, or if maybe I'm crazy.
No, you're not.
I
I
think
get
the
that.
latter is more
Explain young
likely.
children to us. I don't understand them.
I finally got Turbo Warp working. That's cool.
Let's go. It is an interesting observation, though. It'd be interesting if at some point in the future someone else did a Scratch crossover instead of like treating Scratch as like the place. They just literally just take the characters in like these worlds that people have made on Scratch and just actually cross them over without acknowledging the website's existence whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I don't know. Also, like Scratch crossover big series has also been like so well defined. It'd be weird to break out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. Honestly,
And
I feel
then
like that's really Wazo that started that with
Oh yeah.
yeah,
versus Slash.
yeah. Wazo started everything.
Yeah.
And then I think Wazo inspired Hunter to make the Unfamous. I'm not too sure about that though.
Genuinely, if it wasn't for
I would
Wazo, I wouldn't
bet.
be here
I
right
would
now.
bet.
Wait, the Unfamous came out in 2020, right? So when did
It was a 2020 series, yeah, and
yes, so when
Yeah.
did
It was.
the Scratch Saga come out?
I believe it
2019.
wrapped up in
July
2019.
14th, 2019.
Oh, so just like a 1 year difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I think it's pretty obvious to me that Hunted was inspired by Scratch Saga. Every big Scratch crossover series has it at least cited as one inspiration. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, now I remember in the Unfamous 6 credits sequence, Scratch Saga is explicitly referenced as a the inspiration, along with Marvel,
Yeah,
I think.
Hmm.
yeah.
Right.
Wazo,
Oh,
Marvel. I mean, at 2020, that's when Marvel was a big thing. I mean, I
I
guess
mean,
it still
oh,
kind of
2020,
is, but not as
a lot
big.
of stuff. 'Cause I've never
2020,
heard of
like
Scratch
Marvel
Saga.
has free time.
Oh,
You've
this
never
sounds
heard of the
cool.
Scratch Saga?
Oh, no, I'm too young. I'm sorry. Actually, I was just like
Wow.
unaware of stuff.
Oh
Wow.
no. Okay.
Oh,
You have a homework assignment after this recording session.
yeah.
They're pretty
Someone
good.
link it.
If you like Scratch's Elites and Unfamous, you'll like Scratch Saga.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
I've heard
on
of Scratch Saga,
Osmo's
I just never
profile. I'm
watched
gonna
it.
try to. Oh wait, yeah. Well, wait, no, that's the Am I looking for the Slash Saga or the Scratch Saga? The Scratch Saga, right?
Well, first watch the
Both.
Scratch Saga, then watch the Scratch Saga.
Wait,
There
the
should be
Slash
a
Saga.
studio with the entire thing, with the
Yeah, I
entire
know.
timeline in it.
I see them. I see them.
Yes, the
Okay.
Wazo TV full saga. Just watch that entire studio.
I
Hmm. Skip
had a
nothing.
friend whose friend talked about Wazo TV a very long time ago. So
Yeah, Wazo's cool. I've talked with him twice, maybe a few times. He's always nice whenever we talk.
Yeah. I've talked to him once, and it was a very pleasant conversation. It was like, I was like, how old was I? I was like 14, and it was over Minecraft, and it was celebration for his Memories project. And so it was just like, I was just like, tweaking out the entire time because it was just a series of events. It was like, oh, I just watched my idol return to Scratch, and now I'm being able to speak to him and play Minecraft with him, and it was
That's
so
cool.
That is
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so this is like 20 minutes of just straight cut content for the editor.
I think it's about time we ended this episode, guys.
I
Yes,
think
yes,
Rosa
please.
was like
Yes,
the
How do we
please.
end
reason.
it? Like, what was the last Scratches Elites related thing we were talking about?
We're talking about
Uh,
both the recaps.
The recap,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Has anyone asked like what we're doing next? Like Fion's like, okay, you did the third one. Where's the fourth one? When's the
Yeah, we've
fourth one
talked
coming
about
out, guys?
We've talked about the fourth one.
So the funny
Okay.
thing is, I went on YouTube this morning and there's already a comment on YouTube asking for episode 4.
Yep. And they won't stop asking until it comes out. I know from experience. I made Sonic Frenzy 2
And then
what,
after
3 years
after
ago,
it
and
goes
they've never stopped asking for the third one. They've
That's
never
crazy.
stopped.
Yeah, and episode 3 is up to 370 views. It's almost reached the 376 of the teaser.
Let's go.
The algorithm likes it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To everyone watching, if you really liked the episode, give it a heart, give it a favorite, leave a comment, share it with your friends. Like, this is a real labor of love. And
Share
the
it
more
with
attention
people.
this gets, like, the more people we can get on the crew, the bigger and better these productions can get. And just joining the excitement of it. Like, this is a big Scratch crossover series. We need like a big unifying event for the website like this these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can be a part of
Mom
it.
and Dad.
I don't think we've had like a huge, like major collaborative series like this since The Unfamous. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong. I haven't been active on Scratch lately.
If there are, they haven't been in my corner of the internet. Like, there are still Scratch animators who are doing like big, ambitious, serialized projects, but they're not like crossover ones. Like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Yidashu's got like his big, ambitious one going on right now, but that's like a solo project, not like a crossover thing.
Is Better Scratch still going on?
Better
Better
Scratch?
Scratch. Have not heard of that before.
That was the ARG that Geo came up with like the clones.
Oh,
The
I
Scratch
think it's still going on. I mean, his profile's still like all glitched out and stuff, but I have no idea if he's actively working on it.
Better Scratch.
I feel
Wow,
like
I'm
a
like,
lot of people like want to create Scratch series, but they also underestimate the amount of work it actually takes
yeah,
to like make it.
yeah.
Yes.
I searched up Better Scratch and I don't see anything. I see Better Scratch Cat. This isn't a Better
This one like
Scratch Cat.
remodel Scratch Cat or something.
I'll send it in the chat. It looks very interesting.
Wait, speaking of
It's
remodel
fun
Scratch
feature.
Cat, if you guys want to see a front face view of Scratch Cat, you should join our Discord server. The Immersifiles.
That's the selling point.
Yes.
Shameless plug.
Great segue.
It's peak marketing though, am I right?
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
we should wrap up.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Better Scratch Cat rig. Somebody make a full body view of Scratch Cat or what?
I mean, it's a
What is
little.
this? It's so cursed.
Yeah.
It's like Phineas.
Front facing
Are we, like,
Phineas.
gonna
I
end
love
it
front
now?
facing
Yeah,
Phineas.
yeah, it's like front
Yeah, we
facing
should-
Phineas.
Should we like end? Or
Yes, let's please end before we
Yes.
hit 2 hours.
Yeah, we
We're
should
getting
probably wrap
close.
up now.
Yeah.
We're at 1 hour and 50.
And if you guys want to keep talking after, we can like officially end the episode and then just
Yeah,
stay in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have like apologize to right guys. I need to leave.
Yeah.
All good.
I need
Yeah.
to like eat or something, bro.
Oh yeah, same. I have not eaten anything today.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I want
All right.
lunch.
Well
Right.
then,
Yeah, so I
whoever
guess
the
this
host
wraps
is,
up
wrap it up.
this
Do
episode
we
of
have like an
Immersifiles,
outro
guys.
thing we have to say? Or...
Yeah, that was me. I just said it right now, guys.
Oh,
Well, everyone be quiet so he can say the
Yeah.
outro when it comes on the mic.
Okay.
Alright, so guys, I guess that wraps up this episode of Immersifiles. For our last episode of 2025. Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
So yeah, we'll catch you guys in 2026 with our next Immersifiles episode that we have not decided yet. Yeah, and we'll continue to work on episode 4, and as we said before, it will come in 2026. We can say that at least.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, see you guys all later.
Thanks for having us.
See you. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great talking.
Thanks for watching the Immersifiles. We'll see you guys in the next episode.